Good afternoon. It's about 2:30 on Friday, March 24th. And this is an edition, if you want to call it that, in Ranting and Raving with Vince Scala. And today what I want to rant and rave about is what is very much prominent in today's news, which is this cliffhanger, in theory, this cliffhanger vote that's going to take place in the House of Representatives in a couple of hours, to determine whether or not they're going to vote to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act with the American Health Care Act. I think it's going to be called. It ought to be called the Garbage Can Act, but that's a separate issue. So I was just thinking when I was reading all these different articles about it that the effort to repeal Obamacare and replace it has been going on for about 4 or 5 weeks. Since about February 1, there were a couple of committee hearings in the House, the Ways and Means Committee, and I think the Energy and Commerce Committee. And now today there'll be this vote. And I'm thinking to myself, some 7 or 8 years ago, when President Obama painstakingly spent, oh my goodness, something like 15 months shepherding the legislation through the House committees and then the Senate committees, and got buy-in from pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies and the AARP and all these other different groups. I'm thinking to myself, all the right-wing morons and the teabag types and these other assorted people were using this loaded language that Obama was, quote, ramming the law down our throats, or stuffing the law down our throats, or shoving the law down our throats. Why all the references that are a little bit with double entendres, I don't know. But when Obama was trying to do it, that was what was going on. Now that this unelected, or this man is in the White House who actually didn't even win the popular vote, why no one is saying that he and his minions in the House, why no one is saying that they rammed it down our throats, or are trying to shove it down our throats, or are trying to jam it down our throats, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when it's a black guy who occupies the Oval Office, it's being rammed down your throat, and when it's an orange guy occupying the Oval Office, it's not being rammed down your throat. Who knows? But in any event, they're trying to do this today, and they'll be successful or not, as the case may be. And we'll see how that all plays out. But I just thought that the hypocrisy, which is legion anyway, that was just another example of the hypocrisy, and it bothered me to some extent. Okay, I'm going to sign out. Thank you for listening.